Let's take a look at this video real quick. I want to see if there's any more information on the president talking about the Filipino president talking about Vitali or so. No, she needs rest. I know for a fact. I know her for quite a while or so. She does need rest. There's a reason why I do what I do.
I don't think things can be too worse for the absolute moron.
Yeah. No, she needs actual proper rest.
Of an IRL streamer, Vitali, as the president of the Philippines just made a reaction video to his incredibly stupid live stream. If you live stream yourself committing several crimes in a foreign country, and you
know what the craziest thing about it? We literally had a president from a country do a reaction video before GTA 6 came out. That's just fucking crazy in my personal opinion.
President of the nation reacts to it saying, hey, we're not going to be lenient here. What do you even say to that?
That is so fucking wild.
You're in for a bad time. Obviously, we're talking about Vitali, one of the original pranksters on YouTube who completely crashed out in the worst way possible by attacking a random jogger in Miami. Then came back a few years later and actually did pretty well streaming until his entire team left him. Now, you can speculate why that would happen, but eventually, he decided to fly out to the Philippines and join forces with another kick streamer by the name of Sly Kane, who's a Filipino and actually is currently wanted, but this is the guy who filmed him while he was—
Damn, he's fucking wanted as well? Holy shit, dude. Well, if he's a resident of the Philippines, well, he's fucked himself so hard.
Being an absolute moron in the Philippines. And these actions range from stealing motorcycles to crashing a tuk-tuk, threatening to rob a woman, stealing multiple security guards' hats, stealing an industrial fan from a restaurant, stealing a red light mask from a vendor, and harassing dozens of people. And actually, now there's more things that came to light. So more charges will be added shortly because you know the thing about these IRL streamers is they live stream themselves committing all these felonies. So all the prosecutors have to do is just sit and go through all of their streams and charge them accordingly. Overall, just a terrible idea to do this in a country that has their jail cells that look like this. A few things have happened since we last covered this situation. More clips of Vitali acting like a moron in the Philippines have resurfaced.
We got more clips?
Clips of the jail that he's been held in has came out. The president has reacted to his live stream he's facing 24 years in prison for, and his cameraman seems to be on the run, as he's wanted for questioning, and he's live streaming on Kick rather than turning himself in. So,
damn, that's fucking crazy. So he's actually live on Kick.
We have quite the video today, but let's start with the president. So on April 14th, President Ferdinand Marcos Jr. sat down and reacted to Vitali's live stream. And here he had quite a few things to say about Vitali.
Give me your scooter now. Give me your scooter now. Give me a ride. No. Yes, you're gonna take a ride.
Ang isa pa nating nakita ngayong linggo, yung kagalit-galit na pinanggagawa ng isang foreign vlogger sa ating mga kababayan.
I'm gonna rob you.
Pero man ito o hindi, sino naman Pilipino ang hindi kukulo ang dugo sa napapanood natin? Bakit nakakalungkot dahil ito isang naging bahagi na ng social media na
That is so crazy that he knows it's a trend on social media, dude. That is the most wildest thing to hear about this, dude. Holy, dude, that's crazy that he knows about this.
Ng mga vlogger na nanggugulo lang, nang aasar lang, nang buwisit lang, nang babastos lang para makakuha ng mga viewers.
Yeah, if you have the president saying who wouldn't be mad at that behavior, there's a low chance of him actually being let out anytime soon. It's kind of dystopian to watch a president of a nation address degenerate IRL streamers, but
I know, can you believe that?
Actions will have 2025 like reactions.
Huwag tayong sasama dyan sa ganyang klaseng ugali. Hindi naman ganyan ang ugaling Pilipino. Asahan ninyo, yung mga gumagawa ng ganyan, hindi natin pababayaan na patuloy nilang ginagawa.
Tapos na po ang mga dayuhan, akala nila, kaya na lang napastangin mga Pilipino. Ito'y ehemplo na seryoso tayo nasa sariling bayan natin.
That's crazy.
The government just announced that Vitali will be used as an example to show the world that they will—
Well, it's Kick. What do you expect? Kick literally, like, you know. Yeah, that's the reason why.
Not tolerate this behavior. I think Vitali somehow has landed at the top of the list when it comes to social media Darwinism. He essentially let his hunger for clout completely destroy his life for extremely little upside. And the dude clearly was in absolute denial even after the press conference when they perp walked him out in front of the entire nation. By that time, he had already been to that jail. Is he not valuing his freedom at all, or is he still in denial? Is he like, oh, okay, I'll just be in this holding cell for a couple weeks and then I'll be out? Unfortunately, that's not the case with him. Meanwhile, his cameraman Sly Kane is now on the run. He apparently changed his hair color from pink to blue. I guess that'll really make him blend in. And as I said previously, he's currently wanted for questioning. But the complete moron is spending his time IRL streaming. The dude is literally showing where he is on a live stream, and I guess he's on the run. This might be dumber than the people who are running from the cops and live streaming on Facebook the police chase. This is very similar. It's kind of baffling. I guess just certain IRL streamers are just some of the most fascinating criminals, because who in their right mind would live stream all their crimes and then live stream themselves on the run?
Hey, Cry, welcome back.
This is a parody, but I guess this is just the new reality. Meanwhile, more footage of Vitali's behavior in the Philippines have now just came out.
A lot of my audiences or so on YouTube, like they told me that they told me I know I read some of them, right? Like, yeah, no, they're after that guy who's Filipino, the camera guy, or so they're after him next as well. And a lot of them are like, we're ashamed that he's like, you know, he's part of us or so, you know, because he should already know how to be, you know, but oh well.
Follow me.
Wait.
I need toilet, please, toilet, please. I'm about to take a... Ay, caca. No. This is not how you make the burger. Show me how you do it. Don't worry, brother. I got it. Don't worry. I'm the manager. My name is Vitali. McDonald. Ron McDonald.
I actually did not see this clip whatsoever, to be honest.
This episode of Vatozi was filmed in front of a live studio audience.
Imagine adding trespassing and disruption of a business to your criminal record in the Philippines for a terrible joke on your live stream. Dude must have just been way too used to living in LA, as he just assumes by default that there will be no consequences as long as he doesn't commit a serious crime. But then to make things even worse for himself, he doesn't end the joke there. He continues to harass these employees and then steals the food?
The manager told me to cook. We need some salt and pepper, so make me look for it. All right, motherfucker, I guess so.
Here's sir.
Salt, give me salt.
No, that's.
Can I have salt, please, sir?
Salt, sir. Salt and. Not allowed in here.
Sorry, don't worry. Don't worry. I'm cooking. I'm making a meal. Okay, we're out. That's it. I'll pay. Sir, how are you? He's order. Let me see what the I just cooked.
Yeah, I know he said he was gonna...
What the fuck?
pay for it there, but I didn't see him pay for it. But overall, I mean, he's somehow just lowered the bar from his past content. Like back in the day, Vitali would harass minimum wage workers here in the US for content. Now he's going to less privileged countries to harass their minimum wage workers for content. It's like he started falling down a staircase a decade ago and he's still falling down that same staircase today. The dude took a 15-hour flight to harass strangers for content and ended up being locked up in an absolute nightmare jail. Apparently, the place that he's in is known as the Gulag.
Now, they call it the Gulag, an immigration detention center in the Philippines that has been making headlines.
Shit, I guess he lost the Battle Royale, chat. He's going into the Gulag, chat. Shit, he's got to 1v1 the Gulag to get back out in the open fields again.
For all the wrong reasons. Detainees claim the center is squalid, rat-infested, and overcrowded.
Right. Here's some more recent footage.
He's currently locked up in Camp Bagong Diwa, which isn't exactly a wellness retreat. It's overcrowded, undersupplied, and looks like something out of a post-apocalyptic horror flick.
Damn.
Think sweat, mildew, 30 guys to a cell. and about as much personal space as the inside of a sardine can.
Damn, it literally looks like the Salvadorian maximum security prison that they did over there, you know?
This isn't a short stay. This isn't wait and holding overnight and post bail in the morning. Because there is no bail. That's right, zero bail, zilch, nada. And no, it's not because someone forgot to process the paperwork. It's because he is considered a flight risk, a foreigner with no strong ties to the country other than a criminal record forming in real time. The authorities aren't taking chances. He's staying put.
And I guess what makes this just so incredibly ironic is apparently he wanted to go to jail.
Really,
Nobody
it
controls
is?
me. If I go to jail, I'll go to jail. I'm a grown man. But you, I respect you. I am coming down. I am. I'm going to go eat. I'm having fun with the chat. I know what I'm doing. It's not my first rodeo. And I'm not going to say, oh, don't arrest me. Here's the money. I will go to jail. I'm a proud man. I love jail. I get it up there for free. I don't have to pay.
Bruh. I forgot about that line too as well. Yeah, you sure love jail, don't you, huh? Let's see if you like the Philippines jail. Let's see if you'll say that same comment or so, you know?
Come on, dude. I mean, he made his own bed here. And I still don't even understand why he did all this. There's so much content of his streams when he's out in the Philippines where he's actually being a great guy, giving away phones and shoes to not so fortunate people. But still, he decided to do all of this on top of that. Why wouldn't he just still keep his streams at being a nice guy, giving away to the less fortunate, and just continue making content without harassing random locals? And he wouldn't have been in jail right now. He wouldn't be banned on Kick, and he wouldn't be facing decades in prison in Philippines. It's like, dude, you were almost there. You were on the right path. Watching some of the clips of him actually being positive, it's good content. It's actually not bad at all. But then, right after he gives away some phones, he immediately goes out and starts harassing people. It's like, dude, you're almost there.
Bruh.
But for some reason, I guess he had the urge to where he thought that the only way he would gain a viewership is if he harassed strangers or did like crazy things. And there might be some truth to that, but the extra bump in viewers is not worth a decade in prison. Because I'm hearing it will take roughly 1.5 to 3 years just for him to get sentenced. And then most likely the sentence is going to be anywhere from 3 to 10 years. Which is insane. Absolutely not worth the attention on Kick. It's kind of crazy to say, but it seems like best case, this guy is gonna get out of prison in his 40s. But during that stream that caused this downfall, the Kick mods actually started getting onto him saying, hey, we're gonna have to ban you for what's currently going on. And this is how he responded.
Really? My content's too much. Helping people is too much. Oh, thank you guys for the W stream, bro. Oh man, I'm gonna talk to the big boss.
Dude, just because you donated money doesn't give you a free pass to go harass strangers on the street. But apparently the higher ups on Kick, they were not having it whatsoever.
How come you guys don't tell the big boss what I do? Moderators, Kick moderators, if you're in the chat, how come you don't tell Eddie, how come you don't tell the big boss, other names, Akila and everybody, what I do on Kick? Yo, the Vitali's changing lives. He's gambling with losses and wins and helping lives. As soon as I do something wild, did you say anything to them what I'm actually doing? Exactly, bro. I'm on Kick for a reason. W Kick, W Eddie, W everybody on the team.
Again, dude did a lot of charity on his stream, but that's no excuse for the laundry list of felonies that he live streamed himself doing. The only reason he did all that is because he was streaming on Kick.com. So I'm not surprised Kick banned him. But honestly, that's the least of his problems. It'll definitely be interesting to see what happens and when his first hearing will be. But either way, we'll be covering it. So definitely subscribe if you're new here, and I'll see you in tomorrow's video. Peace.
Yeah, personally, that doesn't really
Oh boy, what?
that doesn't really excuse you, you know, just because, oh, I did so many nice things, I donated phone, I gave money away, it's true. It doesn't, just because you're doing good intention doesn't mean it gives you a free pass to go fucking like harass people, steal stuff, whatever other things you can think of. The intention is there, but dumb actions has consequences. Yep, especially in the Philippines, because you want to know something? Like, I guess you could say, like, the Hispanic culture, like down south of, like, of America or so, it's almost similar to the Philippines. There's a lot of similarities, so I already understand how the gameplay, like how the field basically is played over there in the Philippines. I can kind of like get a general like gist of it, you know. So even though I'm not from there whatsoever, so being nice and generous should be a default, not the exception. There is no net neutral. It's so bad that the president caught wind of it. GG's, game over. Yeah. Yep. Honestly, Jesus Christ. Hey, man. At least it's a lot faster compared to compared to Johnny Somali. Johnny Somali's like slowly dying over there. Who knows? That's gonna be a problem too. I'm hoping it doesn't leave like a bad stigmatization or so, that like all foreigners are like troublesome people, you know. I'm hoping that's not the thing or so. I'm really hoping that like, you know, hey, you know, there's a lot of us that are good, okay, you know. I know that I have like, you know, Japan, you know, Korea, and you know, the Philippines, you know, we actually are, there's some of us that actually do want to like, you know, visit and check your culture and like experience your guys's like, you know, the way how you guys do your things over there, the food, the culture, the music, you know, the nightlife, you know, everything, you know, the beaches and like all those other shenanigans that you guys have over there, you know. Like there's some of us who do actually want to like, you know, go over there and have a good time, you know. I wouldn't mind, you know, visiting these three areas, you know, Japan, the Philippines, and South Korea, you know. Wouldn't mind checking out these areas. I'm just hoping, you know, I'm just really hoping I'll be like, hey man, you know, I'm just gonna like, you know, record for like, you know, I would probably like record some of like, you know, like beaches or like beautiful like sceneries and stuff like that, you know. That's probably is what I would do, you know. Or just take lots of pictures or so, you know. Death by 1,000 cuts versus hydrogen bomb. Somali versus Vitali situation. These streamers are not helping the American stereotypes. No, they really are not helping the actual situation itself. And that's what I'm kind of worried about, because, you know, what happens if I want to, you know, if I want to record, you know, on vlogs and stuff like that, you know, and like you know, and all those other shenanigans, you know. What happens then, you know? What you know? It's like it isn't in look how I am. Nice things being nice, and the default one should never cross. And the actually nice people almost never face consequences, but for a good reason. But they know the rules and know what it is. Well, apparently he doesn't know the rules. Apparently, so here in Europe, we already have a very negative view on American tourists. This isn't helping. Yeah, and I know, cause like, you know, there are some of us that are really good. You know, there are some of us that are really good. It's just the kick streamers. It's literally the kick streamers that are just causing annoyance and problems with everyone else. That's what's giving the issue. The IRL kick streamers is what's causing these issues. But you know, hopefully nothing like that will happen to me or so. You know, I'm not gonna get like, you know, bombarded negatively or so when I'm like, you know, trying to record, you know, for vlogs and stuff like that, you know. But we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens in the future. Hopefully it doesn't keep continuing to do this, but we'll see what happens. Anyways, that's the end of the video. You guys can comment, like, subscribe, do all the fancy jazzy stuff, and yeah, and peace.